Hello, thank you very much. Thank you. Wow. Lovely, what a great room. I brought my parents with me. My parents are here celebrating their 36th wedding anniversary. I don't know what happens in a relationship that long, but it's amazing. My mum will be in a mood with my dad because there's something that he did wrong in her dreams. It's unbelievable. He will wake up already in trouble. Morning. What have we done now? You know what you've done. Flying off on your magic camel. With your fancy lady. Leaving me with all the shopping and me no arms. Very strange lady. I've got a strange family, to be honest. Even my brother's one of those people. Have you got any of those people in your life who, they're like, you know, they've got qualifications, they've got a job, they've got family, they've got everything, but yet still, every so often, they just do something so stupid, you've no reaction to it. We played football a little while back over the summer, and my brother opened up a brand new pair of shin pads, and he looked really disappointed. And I said, what's up with you? He said, I've just opened these, just bought these yesterday. I said, why are you so annoyed about it? He went, look at that, one's a large, one's a regular. I said, I think that's left and right, Stephen. I don't think they would sell them like that, you know. Yeah, thank you. I've recently done a speed awareness course. Has anyone done one of those? They are so dull, aren't they? They're so dull. Everyone says the same things when they do a speed awareness course. They go, actually, it was quite interesting, actually. I learned a few things. And it is. It's about 40 minutes of quite interesting information spread over 4 hours. Luckily, I was sat with this bloke from Glasgow, a fella called Jeff, who'd driven down especially to Manchester to do the speed awareness course. It was great fun to sit next to. There was a moment when the guy leading the class said to us, there's only about 5 or 6 reasons to speed, and in the years doing this job, I've heard them all. Well, he'd never met Jeff. He was going down the line, you know, why were you speeding? And it was the same reasons. I thought it was a 40 and a 30. I was distracted, the rain, all the same sort of reasons kept coming up. Then he got to Jeff. What was the reason you sped? He went, mate, you know, like McDonald's stopped serving breakfast at 10:30. What an excuse! We've all been there at 10:27. I need a husband! Why not put your foot down? What a great reason. That wasn't even my favourite bit. Then he started to relax into the class. He said at one point, the teacher said to us, when you're on an A road, road signs are green. When you're on a motorway, road signs are blue. And that's one of the major differences between those two very dangerous roads. Jeff piped up. That's right, mate. And if the road signs are grey, that means you're going the wrong way. just entertaining himself now. And before we left, we're all sort of wrapping up, getting our coats on to head out and into the evening. And the teacher again says to us, thanks for coming, thanks very much, don't speed again and all that. And I was having a little chat with him, and then he said to Jeff, he said, have you got to get back to Glasgow now from Manchester? He says, aye, that's right. He says, what's that, about 4.5 hours? He went, I'll do it in 2. Not learn a thing. It worked. I've not sped since, I've got to say. And that's not necessarily my own moral judgment. It's because my car doesn't have the ability anymore. I've had to swap my car. I've got 5 children. I have 5 children. It's a lot of children, isn't it? I know, it's crazy. Sometimes I go to drop my youngest daughter in nursery, and there are less children in nursery than I have in the car. They're wild because they get to do loads of fun things, cool things that we never got to do. They go to the park about 4 times a week. I never went to the park as a kid. My dad never took me to the park. If I'd have said, Dad, I want to go to the park, he'd have gone, off you go then. But I'm 6. Oh, mind the roads. Things were different, weren't they? You made your own entertainment. Your trick in that day was just to get out and just to entertain yourself all the way through the summer holidays, get as far away from the house as possible. Not too far, in case some bigger boys came, but far enough away that you couldn't hear yourself being shouted in. That was the trick, wasn't it? Because in our house, you weren't even allowed to sneak in the house in the middle of the day because my mum, she would hate the door being used as a door. It used to wind her right up. You'd sneak in, she'd be like, who's that? It's me, Mum, just get a sandwich. No. You're either in or you're out. What? You're either in or you're out. Well, they're the only 2 options. It's a door. You're thinking of a wall, you nutter. It's crazy, isn't it? And when I watch my parents now, have we got any grandparents in, by the way? There's a few of yous in there. The rest of them at home minding your kids, aren't they? That's what they do. Do you ever watch your parents being grandparents and think to yourself, who are you? Who are you, and when did you become so nice? Because when I was 14, I remember it clearly. You were a nightmare every day. And now look at you, all like, hey, Grandad's here! Hey, like, Grandad! Come on, let's go to the park! God love them. Thanks very much. I'll see you again. Good night, God bless. Thank you very much.